What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be back testing August 2022. We're only doing the first week, so we're going to do August on Monday all the way up to Friday. So it's going to be August 1 through Friday, August 5th. I've already kind of started, so I started with the weekly, marked out the previous week high on both indices, and then we went down to the daily, marked the previous day lows as well. And right now I'm trying to determine whether I'm going to be bullish or bearish. It did look like we took this liquidity right here, but we closed through it. But if we are going to retrace higher to probably these highs right here, we're probably going to look to rebalance this daily before we actually move higher. And that's kind of just my thought process so far. Looking at the 4 hour, it looks like we might inverse this 4 hour in 30 minutes. So I'm going to use this as my condition here. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to go, but if we do respect this 4 hour, then I'd prefer to see us take out previous week high. However, we have been in this 4 hour for 3 candles at this point, and we've failed to distribute higher. So if anything, I'm kind of leaning more bearish to this unfilled daily fair value gap here. And you can see ES is a little bit weaker as well as we're closing through the 4 hour as well. Let's see. We are tapping this 1 hour fair value gap right here, so we could use this to move higher. However, I don't really buy it. I'd like to see these lows get hit today. Yeah, we're going to leave that unmarked. We do have a 30-minute here, and that's the volume imbalance. Whenever I draw my fair value gaps as well, I always include the volume imbalance. I know a lot of people don't for some reason, but why wouldn't you if that's how ICT told you how to draw your fair value gap? So we have 30, so we're inside a bullish 4 hour, 30 minutes about to open up. I'd like to see us close through this 4 hour, tap back into this 30-minute potentially. So I'm thinking more down here, close back up here, and then drop all the way back down here, take out these lows here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking bias-wise. We just have a bunch of slanted lows here that I would like to see us target, especially this one right here. Let's see how ES is looking. Yeah, ES has this guy right here inside of a 15-minute. So these are my sell side targets. I don't know if price is going to get there today. That's actually at 70 points. That's not that bad. All right, so let's just see what happens here. It is a Monday, so don't have to expect anything crazy. So that's not a close. I would never take that. And we're still respecting this 1 hour right here. So we might just be respecting this 1 hour. ES has no, so we have no true manipulation here though, because there's no reason for ES to move higher here. And I'm not going to use anything less than a 30-minute. I mean, I guess this OB, but that's just a stretch. I'm really just not bullish on ES. And I'd rather wait for us to tap in. Well, actually, we already did tap into this 30-minute and move lower. So I would rather see all of this get swept. We also have all of this low resistance too. So I mean, I could really see either way here. I don't really have a strong narrative or a strong bias at this point. And I would never take this 1 minute inversion just because of this massive rejection wick. This is like a 22-point candle here. But of course, plays out. Okay, so it looks like we do want to run this LR. So maybe this is our next draw right here. Let's see where if ES has any draw. Yeah, so like ES definitely has the potential to move higher, and we could probably just take out this weekly. So I think I'm going to have to flip bias to more bullish. We do look like we're respecting this 4 hour. We do look like we're respecting the 1 hour all the way down here as well. However, I just didn't want to get in on this entry right here because ES just didn't have anything to manipulate into. Hindsight, no, that's not going to be a close. Yeah, I mean, there was just no way for me to enter. I'm never entering on a candle like this. I mean, I guess I could have gone, yeah, I'm never entering in the position like this. So if anything, I'm leaning more towards being bullish and wanting to catch a continuation entry to these buy side targets up here. This guy, previous week high, and then this guy right here. And then we do have sponsorship as well. So we're sponsored via the high time frame, via the 4 hour, via the 1 hour. We did sweep all of these lows right here, Asia and London. We really took out everything. So we have no real reason to move lower. So I'm going to try to get in a continuation move here. Let's just clean up the chart a little bit more too. I don't like how ES is lagging behind. I'd like to see ES start to push higher a little bit more. All right, so we have a 5-minute fair value gap right here. That's going to open up in 3 minutes. And it is 9:45 or 9:46. Yeah, so I want to see. Okay, there's 9:50. So then we have this. I honestly wouldn't be mad if I saw 10 a.m. open, manipulate into what would be a 15-minute fair value gap right here. So we'd get this move and then an inversion out to take the buy side. That would be ideal right now. So I am leaning obviously more towards being bullish. And there goes my draws. Great. So hindsight, I don't think there was really any way I could have gotten a piece of this move unless I really got in pre-market. Like this is the typical PDI right here. So we have our accumulation zone right here. Accumulation, market opens, we manipulate lower, take some liquidity down here, and then now we're just distributing higher. So that's pretty typical. I just wasn't able to be a part of this move, and that's kind of just what you have to be able to live with at the end of the day. All right, so we just took weekly highs, or previous week high. Now, what's the next objective here? Where is price going to go? There's really, I don't think I want to see price go back down here. That's kind of an extreme move, especially after we just took out all of this. Maybe we can expect some sort of a high time frame rebalance. However, I'm not really feeling lower right now. But I mean, we do have an unfilled 5-minute fair value gap right here, so maybe we can target that. This there's the volume bounce is included there. Well, actually it should be like right, this guy. So we do have an unfilled 5-minute, and we will have an unfilled 15-minute in a few minutes. So here's 10 a.m. open. Let's see what it does. 10 a.m. opens. 10 a.m. opens higher. We add to the liquidity down here. We swept previous week highs. ES still has yet to do that, so we have a bearish SMT, but we'll probably take that out on ES as well. This is just starting to look like a massive trend day. If we zoom out, have we taken, yeah, we took all this low resistance as well. Yeah, so we're just moving higher here. This would be pretty tough to short, and I don't want a long either, but we'll see what we get. So we might get this 5-minute here. Yeah, so we got this 5-minute right here at 10:20. I'm not loving this, but we do have an unfilled 15-minute right here that we could target. Let's see what ES is doing. So ES also has an unfilled 15-minute right here. That would be a quick break even. But realistically, we'd want this guy down here. Let's see. Also, it would be in a discount, so I do like that. We did sweep previous week high. We are rejecting a little bit. Where are we with everything else? Yeah, I mean, we're just not going to pump right here. If we're going to go higher, we need some sort of rebalance. I don't mind this 5-minute. I don't mind this 5-minute. Because think about it, 10:30 will open up. Where's 10:30 gonna go manipulate? It's not gonna manipulate higher because we already manipulated higher, taking out the previous week high. If anything, it'll manipulate into this 15-minute fair value gap. That'll be where I go break even. Hopefully, we'll just end up dumping. If it doesn't, I'll be break even and it'll stop me out. So this is a risk-free trade in my opinion. I do like this. I'm gonna take it. stop there. We'll try to go for like a 1-to-1 here. And we'll watch out for ES2. We do have a bearish SMT with previous week high. Where's that? Yes, we have a bearish SMT here. All right, high time frame bearish SMT, delivery off the weekly sweep of liquidity. We have a nice clean 5-minute with some good displacement. Targeting a 1-to-1 break even at the unfilled 15-minute. So I do like this. I'm going to try it out. And yeah. Where's my order? Let's get $1,000. Auto break even at 12,967.75. All right, we're gonna keep a close eye on ES. All right, ES hit the unfilled 15 minutes, so we could move back. I do like this as a draw for ES as well. I don't like, we're just not, I don't want to just like get snapped up and get break even, but it is 10:26, so I'm going to go break even right now because I don't want 10:30 to open up, manipulate me out, and then just for some reason just not hit the 15. So we'll see what we get here. All right, so there's our true break even right there for NQ. Let's hopefully we can squeeze out a 1-to-1. And we get break even. All right, so yeah, so that was perfect. That was a perfect example of setting conditions right here, right? So we had the 15-minute, we tapped it. If we are bearish, we're just going to keep flushing through. However, if we are truly bullish, we're going to respect this 15, hit my break even, stop me out at break even so I don't lose any money, and then continue to move higher, which actually wouldn't be bad for a continuation long, because it seems like that's where we're still bullish here. So let's see the highest time frame inversion here. Would be that 5-minute, but that's pretty premiumed. And I don't think I missed, I guess I did miss this 2-minute, but that's at 10:30, so I would have never taken that. Yeah, all right, well, let's just keep moving on. I want to keep my thing here so I can journal it. I wonder if I would have been able to get a 1-to-1. No, would not have been able to get a 1-to-1 with that. All right, so that trade did not work out, but we got stopped at break even. Let's continue to move on. So now we're delivering off this 15-minute to move higher, so we're respecting that on both indices. And yeah, so that would have worked. So maybe I should have just taken this 3-minute or this 2-minute right here at 10:30 after we manipulated. But here's the thing, 10:30 opening up could have easily we could have opened up here at 10:30, remanipulated us lower, and then made the real move. So I don't mind missing this, but it's definitely going to be something to, in fact, journal. But I don't like the high time frame bearish SMT as well. I think that was a good short. Yeah, I think that was a good play. All right, let's keep playing out price, see if anything else happens. We're really too high for me to want to long, and there's 11. So that's going to be it for Monday today. All right, moving on to now Tuesday, August 2nd. We still have this unfilled daily fair value gap right here. I think this is the draw. I definitely think we want to retrace lower at this point. However, it does look like, I know ES is just edging it. So yeah, I definitely want to be bearish today, taking down this unfilled daily fair value gap. That would be my high time frame draw on liquidity. Liquidity. Sorry, that was stupid. And I don't know how we're going to get down there because it doesn't look like we do have this 2-hour right here. No volume imbalance there. So we have this 2-hour. ES also has this 2-hour. So what I'm thinking so far is that price opens up, we hit this 2 hour, get a continuation short, and we dump to the unfilled daily fair value gap below us. Unless there's a 1 hour. Nope, we're not inside of a 1 hour. And then just in case we decide to be bullish, I'll have marked out London highs. Well, we do have actually a bearish S&P almost with London highs. All right, so we did inverse this 30-minute, and we are holding this 30 minutes. So this will be my condition. However, again, it doesn't seem like we want to be bullish just because we failed to distribute so many times. Volume balance. No, I don't think so. Yeah, see, we've been in this 30-minute fair value gap for 1, 2, 3 candles now, and we've failed to distribute to the unfilled 2 hour. So maybe we're just that weak to the point where we just can't, or maybe we're just waiting for New York AM to manipulate us higher to take us lower. All right, let's see what we get here. All right, manipulating us higher, tap that 2 hour fair value gap. Let's see how we react to it. Looks like we just want to be bullish. Okay. Didn't take out London high, respecting consequent encroachment there. Do have a bearish SM, or do we have a bullish SMT right now? Just waiting for price to look a little bit better here. All right, that looks really nice. However, yeah. Okay, let me kind of walk you through what I'm thinking here. Did we do everything I wanted us to do? Yes. In fact, we did more. We hit this unfilled 2 hour up here inside of a premium. So we don't even really need to look at this guy anymore. So hit this 2 hour inside of a premium. We rejected off it very nicely. We do have an inversion. We have an unfilled 5 minute right here that could act as our draw on liquidity. Highest time frame inversion would be this 1 minute fair value gap right here. However, I'm not going to take this for one specific reason. I have been burned on trades like this so much. Well, also actually, hold up. Yeah, we have a bullish SMT right here. I mean, I know it's not this internal low, but still you kind of get the idea where ES is way weaker than NQ. So NQ might hold up. However, the main reason why I'm not taking this is because the PO3, right? So it's 943 right now. 945 can open up, easily manipulate us, then dump. I've been caught in this so many times where I just get smacked with my stop loss, and it's honestly, it's so annoying. So now I don't really like to take trades right before 945, which is this case right here. If it plays out, plays out, but I know in the long run I just get screwed on this so many times. So we're gonna skip this. It didn't technically close with the volume imbalance, so I wouldn't want to take it anyways. Technically this is the fair value gap, which is a suspension block from ICT, I guess. But look at that close, like perfect close, including inside of the volume imbalance. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm him, bro. So yeah, we just ran everybody's stop here. 945 opens, we manipulate higher, take out the buy stops. Ideally, what would happen now is we get a nice 30-second or 1 minute inversion targeting all this lower resistance liquidity to the unfilled 5 minute. We did leave basically equal lows right here, and we have good draws lower. However, I mean, I guess we'll see. We do have a new week, a new day opening gap stacked here too, so we could easily go and get those. All right, what's the highest time from here? Looks like the 1 minute. All right. Now we're getting some displacement lower. It's getting closer to 10 as well, so I don't love that. But okay, that looks really good. Yeah, oh, come on. Are you kidding me? But I do like these equal lows here. I do like the daily. All right, let's just walk through this here, okay? Sponsored and delivered off the 2 hour fair value gap right here that's unmitigated. ES is also in it, hit consequent encroachment to the tick practically, so we have true manipulation. We swept it again. We have a bearish SMT here. Oops. Bearish SMT with 930 highs. Why does it look like this? I'm zoomed out so much. I just like don't like, this kind of looks so choppy. Just don't love it. I also don't love that ES kind of took our draw already. Yeah, our draw was way up here, so this is technically not valid, but I just know we're going to run this. I could do an easy break even here. Hopefully we flush. I think I'm going to do that because we did confirm, we did get the CISD here. So I do like this as a short. I just don't like how we're just like slowly, I mean, we're not really slowly blading, let's be for real. We dropped 60 points. All right, I'm going to take this. I'm going to have my stop here. We're going to try to go for a 1-to-1. Break even is going to be at this unfilled 5-minute. Now, typically, I would not take this trade because ES has already hit my break even spot. So technically, we do have a bullish SMT right here. However, ES also has these damn near equal lows. So I truly believe that ES is going to at least hit this before my stop gets hit, quite frankly, or NQ will hit my 5-minute fair value gap that's unfilled. That'll be my break even. And then hopefully if we are truly bearish, we'll just end up dumping. But worst case, we hit the 5, I get break even, and we move higher. Absolute worst case scenario, we just completely reverse from this spot. And I mean, there's absolutely no reason to, but I like this trade. I'm gonna give it a shot here. It's 9:53, so we have 7 minutes before 10, which I usually try not to take a trade. I think like 4 minutes before 10. That's kind of like my cutoff. 7 minutes is what I've seen of like a perfect happy medium for me. Like that's still fine. So break even is going to be at 875.75. Only thing I'm maybe concerned is that ES is in a 5-minute right now. Okay, we're just going to rip it. We're already here. All right, there's break even. And stopped out. All right, so no harm, no foul. Just got break evened. And did I get my draw right? I mean, also look at the 5-minute. The 5-minute sucks right now. We're not getting any solid distribution. We're just kind of chopping around in this range here. So this is just not the best price action, it doesn't look like, but we are holding this 5-minute, so maybe we are just bullish because we're holding this 30-minute. We failed to distribute higher until New York, so that is still technically respecting. We didn't open up a 15, but we have this OB here. We are respecting this 5-minute, so maybe we do move higher, but we do have bearish SMTs. I do like the new week and new day opening gaps stacked against each other, so I definitely could see us move higher, but we also did respect the 2-hour on both indices very well. So I'm kind of just very confused on where price actually wants to go. And there was 10 a.m. 10 a.m. opened up. What does 10 a.m. do? 10 a.m. opens. We manipulate lower again into this 5-minute. We make equal lows on this 5-minute now. So it does look like I did have my draw on liquidity was correct. Yeah, DOO was correct. Which is pretty brutal, but I'm just, I'm going break even there. I don't really care what anybody else says. I'm not going to have enough conviction to hold through it. It also does look like a small market maker buy sell model as well. But I was very convicted, and especially ES hitting those lows right here. I just wish it kind of flushed through instead of having to retrace and then flush through. But you guys get the idea here. So, and that would have been the 1-to-1 there. So that's fine, but we'll keep moving on. So now where does price want to go? So price, sponsored by this 2-hour move, I would assume we want this low, this low. Yeah, I like those lows as the next draw, so maybe we can take a continuation short. We might put up this 15-minute fair value gap here. I'm going to delete this 30-minute because we're no longer respecting it. As I said that, we immediately respect the 30-minute. Yeah, so we technically are still in this third. Oh my god, this is some crazy price action, dude. This is bad. And we did sweep. ES did sweep previous day low, which is, why do I not have this? Oh, it's down here. All right, so we have a massive bullish SMT here. Yeah. All right, I mean, price is just really bad right now. So price, let's just do our if-then scenarios. So price is respecting this 30-minute fair value gap right here on the high time frame. We have a bullish SMT. We took out all of this liquidity right here. It would have been ideal if we took out this as well. Nonetheless, we still have a bullish SMT delivering off the 2 hour here. So this is technically high resistance though. So I don't really want to target that at all. Yeah, price is just not, I would never long this off the 30-minute. There's not even an unfilled 5 or 15. I would be literally just targeting high resistance. Yeah, that's nothing here is a good position to long here, in my opinion, but we'll see what we get. Yeah, just nothing good. We just have, price does not want to move anywhere right now. Yeah, look at this. Look at this chop. Anything? So we do have a 5-minute now here. It's getting pretty late in the session though. Is this even volume balance? No, it's not. So that's, yeah, all right. So the new week opening gap and the new day opening gap were the draw on liquidities. Bullish SMT, I would have never longed here. Would have not liked, I didn't like that at all. But we did take all this. So maybe, I'm trying to think in hindsight here. Should I have taken something here? I just don't like how we failed to distribute. I'm targeting high resistance of the 2 hour inside of that, but maybe it's, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I just don't like it. I didn't, yeah, I didn't like that. All right, I'm going to journal this and then we'll move on. All right, something about the daily candles here, you guys can see that we're starting off inside of previous day range. So we have previous day low here, previous day high here, and just look at your daily chart and try to see if there has been an inside day and then another candle also on the inside day. I feel like I didn't really explain that right, but the chances of us not taking previous day high or previous day low on either indice is extremely low. So I'm very confident that we are going to go to this high or this high today. The chances, like, look at all these guys. We either take the high, we took the high here. This day we took the high. We took this low. We took this high. We took this high. We took this high. And like, it just doesn't happen. It rarely happens. I think I counted like a month. It was like one time for the entire month one time. So I'm very strongly convicted that we're going to either go to this high or this high, which is a little bit broad, but it helps with narrative in some small aspect. So like if you can see that price is moving towards previous day high or previous day low, you can easily target one of those highs. So right now it does look like we're trending towards previous day high on both indices. We would have swept previous day low when we were around this area, but we ended up not. We'd have London down here. So if we do decide to flip bearish, I will have these marked out. Asia and London. Asia right here. London right here. What I'm thinking right now is what can I use to get us up here? And right now it looks like it's this 1 hour fair value gap right here. So I'd like to see price open up, manipulate lower into this 1 hour, catch an inversion around here, and then take and then obviously ride it all the way to the top. But I would just go for 1-1. I don't even have a 30-minute either, so it would have to be this 1 hour. I do like this low resistance on both indices. Yeah, so I think I definitely like that 1 hour to be hit today. We are inside of this bearish 30-minute here, so we could also just be bearish, but I'd prefer not to be bearish in this situation. So I really hate these big imbalances because 99%, or I shouldn't say 99% of the time, a lot of the times we'll just chop right through them and we'll just hit the buy side level. And and you'll try to short and you'll just get screwed because we'll just keep chopping slowly higher. All right, we do have this 15, so maybe, okay, I'm not going to delete this too much stuff on my chart. All right, so this is going to be my condition here. If we respect this 15-minute fair value gap right here on both indices, then I will look for continuation longs off of it. However, if we displace through it, I will look for continuation shorts, targeting this 1 hour fair value gap right here. All right, let's see what we get. Oh my God. Holy candle. Just a casual 30-point candle. All right, yeah, so we are definitely respecting this 15-minute fair value gap right here, and we're just coasting up. But only thing I could do is really take a 5-minute continuation at this point. So I'm just going to wait for a 5-minute. Unless it's just going to skyrocket to my previous day high. All right, so there's a 5-minute. However, this is just way too premiumed. Oh, but if we do get something I'd want to consider. Whoa, what is ES doing? Of course, ES just messing around right now. So if these two 5 minutes, what's the volume balance? All right, we'll see how it reacts here. We're at 9:45. If we get some reaction here, I'll consider longing. All right, so there's the 5-minute. There's a lower 5-minute with the volume imbalance. So I do like this better because we're in a lower discount. However, ES is, I don't know what ES is doing right now. Let's see. We have not tapped discount yet, so I don't want to long. I want to see a little bit lower. We do this 1 minute here. Whoops. All right. This is an inversion. I've just seen this fail so many times before. Is this a devil's mark too? What's the open? 0.4950 low. 0.4950. All right, so this is what is called the devil's mark here, which means the body opens, and the open is the same as the low here. And these candles specifically have a very high chance of being attacked because look at these candles. There's not a single candle over the last probably 100 candles that have a devil's mark because they always get attacked. Oh man, but this is like exactly what I was looking for. It's so frustrating. I'm gonna fade this. We did just barely tap the volume imbalance. I would like to see this get swept and then move higher. Maybe a 10 a.m. sweep. I also want to build more liquidity to the upside. ES also just doesn't look like it's in a solid place to distribute right now because it did not sweep this internal 15-minute low here. I'd like to see that get swept first. But if this goes, this goes. We're also not in a discount technically, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, brutal. Just absolutely should have taken that. Damn. Let's see in hindsight. Hindsight, yeah, I get a 1-to-1. Break even at this high. Actually, do I get to break even on this? Dude, this trade gets break evened. That's brutal. Unless, obviously, maybe you just hold through this, I guess, if you're that convicted. I didn't like it. We weren't in a discount. Yeah, we weren't in a discount, technically, but that's just me being... And for the other people, too, they would have drawn it right here, so technically a lot of people wouldn't have entered that anyways. All right, so I'm not mad about that. Now let's see, where's price going to go next? Just took out this. We'll probably go for this guy next. And, oh my gosh, we just have nothing to the left. Yeah, I mean, we're just bullish, I guess. Brutal week so far. 2 break evens. I don't think this is a missed trade opportunity. I just, I'll have to just journal it. There's 1-to-1. All right, let's keep going. All right, so now we're getting some displacement lower. Do we have anything? ES just looks awful. ES has no 5-minute fair value gaps since market open. So that's how you know price is bad. I don't think this 5-minute is going to hold. We do have an unfilled 15-minute now here. And ES has all the slow resistance as well. And we have the hourly still. Did I just draw that wrong? Oh, it was the 4-minute. 5-minute is this guy. Yeah, all right, so we are tapping this. This is just way too premium for me, though. I'm not longing here. Yep, and that's just going to just rip higher. Just, I'm not longing this high. If anything, maybe I'll take a short, but ES just looks way more bearish. Well, what does ES want, though? We're delivering off ES's 30. I should not be trying to short right now. That's actually insane. Or should I? 5-minute delivery. What is this being sponsored of? Oh my God, I'm trying to cope so hard right now. Bro, there's nothing to the left. What the heck? Yeah, all right, I'm good. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Where's 1030 manipulating into? Oh, dude, we have this. We're unfilled 30 minutes. Oh my God. Oh, and we have it on ES too. Barely, do we? Kind of. That's kind of a stretch, let's be for real. Okay, why would ES want to go lower? This also is a thing for me every time I'm trading. If ES has no reason to go lower, don't force a trade on NQ. All right, let's see. Dude, ES has no reason to go lower. I mean, besides all the LR, but no imbalances to target. And we're inside of the 30, yeah, sure. But we're just going to, again, chop up to previous day high for ES. Has ES hit either of them? No, ES has not. And we're closest to previous day high. I'm bullish. Like, there's no reason. If anything, it's 10:30 right now. Hopefully price manipulates into this unfilled 30, we get a continuation long out of that. That would be the only realistic thing that I'd be considering to take. I wouldn't want to take anything else. So let's hope we get something like that. That'd be ideal. Okay, there's the 30. ES is pretty bearish now. Let's see if we do get something interesting. Oh my God. Okay, is this the highest time frame? Oh, I don't know. I don't like this now. See, oh my gosh. Don't like all this LR, just this stack lows. Now ES has such a reason to run this, leading up to what? The 1 hour that we originally marked earlier. How far is this though? Come on, let's be real. Dude, it's only 15 points away. Yeah, so ES's idea, reject off this 30, take all this LR leading up to the unfilled 1 hour. Dude, we might have just flipped bearish, but oh gosh, that's actually so annoying. Yeah, we're respecting this 5-minute push down, so I'm targeting technically high resistance. It's not the highest inversion of the leg either. Yeah, this is kind of just a force. All right, if we get something with this 4-minute, if we get a 4-minute inversion, I'll actually like start thinking about it. Yeah, no 4-minute. Is this a 5-minute fair value gap? That is. Bro. All right, so we got this 5-minute. All right, does this make sense? Does this make sense? No, it doesn't. Because we're inside of this 5-minute. All right, delivery off the 30, sponsored by the 30. Let's say I took it down here, though. Well, no, I would have to take the 4 or the 3. It would have to have been right there, but that's just not good structure. We rejected this 5-minute. We could go for that 5-minute internal high. That could be a break even. Oh, this isn't light bulb. But I know the draw is there. I know this is the draw. I know ES probably wants previous day high as well. This makes sense. But this is too close of a break even. I'm just gonna break even. Where did my stop even go? All right, let's say I'm in this, right? Did I already take a trade today? No, I didn't take that, right? Yeah, I haven't taken a trade today. I don't think I did. Holy shit, am I? Yeah, I don't think I did. Yeah, I would have been done for the day if I did that. I mean, there's not that much LR. This makes so much sense. I'm just trying to convince myself right now, which is not good. That's how you know this trade is not good subconsciously. But I do really like this displacement. Like, I actually like this displacement. I like that it's in the macro at 1050. I like the break even here. Where would my stop loss go? Right there. I mean, it doesn't really matter that it goes that low, because if ES is targeting previous day high, like, we're definitely going to be able to get some wiggle room here. At least squeeze out a 1-to-1. Just constant encroachment of this. Yeah, I can put it just below CE. All right, I'm gonna rip it. I mean, we're back testing. No, I hate when people make that excuse. We're back testing. We're gonna rip it. I would actually rip this in real life. Just so much thinking involved. Okay, break even. Break even is at 13,141. Right. Okay, there's break even. Dude, did I really get stopped out at break even? Bro. Why could we not just displace higher? All right, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to be in that trade anyway. Yeah, look at all this chop. Let's see if we actually hit it. Bro, oh my god. I've just held. This is also an issue I'm having. Like my break-evens are... That was obviously... that was a really bad break-even in hindsight. But we could have rejected there. We could have swept this internal high inside of this 5 minute and rejected lower. But if your draw is right, which my draw was right, previous day high for ES, and this external high and this external high here, we're definitely going to go take it. Let's see how long, yeah, ES hits previous day high. All right, so that's going to have to, I'm just going to have to journal that. I should have not went break even there. Brutal. But I would have hated holding through this. That would have pissed me off. That would have actually bugged me. All right, journal time. Okay, so now we are on Thursday, August 4th. Already took previous day high, so that is not a draw anymore. I am more looking towards a rebalance play, if anything. Let's see. We took the daily high on both indices. Still have that, but that's pretty far away. I think I kind of want Asia lows. Oh my gosh, look at those relative equal lows. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be bearish, mostly because of these guys. I mean, just look at that. That's damn near equal lows for Asia and London. So we have accumulation, manipulate higher, take out the daily swing high here, take out all the people who are trying to be breakout traders, rip their souls out, and drag them down to Asia lows. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm pretty bearish for today's session. Now, how could we capitalize? Well, this move lower is already being sponsored via the 30-minute fair value gap right here. And it's on both indices, so we have true manipulation. Let's see, 30-minute. Is that a line bounce? I can't tell. Doesn't look like one. All right. So 30-minute. Now, if we can just catch like a 15-minute, which there is none. Nope. 15-minute or 5-minute. There is a 5-minute, but the 5 minutes already... Oh, it's so annoying. All right, so the 5 minute is already pushing this down. Maybe, if anything, we can actually get a resweep of this 5 minute. That would be ideal. Oh my gosh, and ES has triple equal highs here. Bro. All right, so here's what I want. Price to open up, take out this 5 minute high, take out this 5 minute internal high, then rip everybody down lower. I'm going to take an inversion fair value gap down here, target Asia lows, London lows. What would be awful is if we just opened up and immediately went boom. That would not be fun. That would actually really bug me. So let's see what we get. Bro, oh my god. Okay, there we go. All right, so also this is previous new day opening gap, so that's why that bounced there. To actually the tick, which is insane. Look at that. Not to the tick, but almost a consequent encroachment, or we passed consequent encroachment a little past it. All right, so now we've opened up. We've manipulated a little bit lower to the new day opening gap. I want to see that. I want to see this hold, and I want to see this get ripped lower. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right, let's review. 30-minute sponsorship. If this is a 15-minute fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap as well. I'm more focused on the 5-minute. 5-minute fair value gap. 5-minute fair value gap right here. So we have true manipulation. Ooh, I do not like that ES did not take out those triple equal highs. However, we are so close to our draw on liquidity here that I believe that we're just going to sprint through this. And if we are truly bearish, we're just going to continue dumping and forget those 5-minute triple equal highs up there. So I do like this. This actually looks really good to me. Is this the highest time frame inversion? No 2-minute. Yeah, I mean, I have to take this. We even got a CISD entry too. So I'm 1000% ripping this. Where's my stop going to go is the question. So that's the draw. I mean, I might as well just throw it at the swing high. If it goes up here, I'm not going to be wanting to be in this trade anyways. Yeah, like realistically, I don't want to be in the trade if it goes up there. They're just going for a 101. Break even right there. I think that's a fine break even. Now we gotta think, if ES takes these lows, will NQ won't ignore these equal lows. Oh, I gotta drink some water. So if ES takes these lows, does it still have room to move lower? We have an unfilled hourly, unfilled 2 hour, but we're inside of the 4. We could hit this 2. NQ could also hit the 2. I could see this moving lower. All right, we're gonna rip this. I like this trade. It's 1039 is the entry. I swear, if this is another break even, that's gonna kill me. Break even is going to go at that external low, 245.25. This is the actual inversion here. Oh, and we have bearish S&P. I noticed that first. I just forgot to say it. Bearish S&P. Bro, no. Oh, ES took the draw. NQ is already going higher. No. Damn it. All right, so that's a learning lesson. Should have gone break even as soon as NQ hit this, but that's such a weak break even. That's such a soft break even, dude. Yeah. I like that trade. I think it's still fine. I knew this was going to be an issue. Asia lows in London. Stack liquidity, unfilled 5 minute. I knew the triple equal highs were going to be a freaking problem. Damn it, that's so annoying. I mean, that made sense though. I mean, really good sense. Hit the 5, rejected off of it. Sponsored by the 30 minute. Internal high there. I think that was a good trade. All right, well, let's keep moving on. See what happens. I'll journal that. Let's see what the real draw on liquidity is. Nothing here. All right, price is just not wanting to go anywhere. So we're respecting this 30 minute, but we're not displacing through and getting these equal lows here. That just makes no sense. It's brutal. Look at the 5 minute too. The 5 minute looks awful. All right, is there anything happening? We're finally rejecting off this 30 minute. Up here. Oh, we did bearish S&T. So did I miss this guy? Yeah, but I don't. I guess. Bearish S&T. 1 minute inversion. All right, so it looks like I did miss this in hindsight. Stops there. I mean, you could easily got that. Yeah, brutal. Okay, so I mean, my draw was right. I just got manipulated, bro. It's so annoying. It's a good trade, I thought. Yeah, once I saw this candle just stop us was brutal. So in hindsight, this was the real opportunity to enter here, this 1 minute inversion. I just don't like it when we do this. This is really frustrating. Oh my gosh, we haven't even taken Asia equal lows yet. No way we get a continuation, right? Yeah, it's not even a 5 minute to enter now. Bro, yeah, this price was just tricky today for me. And there's the draw. Nice. Yeah, I mean, the draw was right. The idea was just not executed. I mean, come on. I really need to think about this. This is really screwing me up. Oh, a fine trade. What could I have done better? What, could have gone break even once ES took it? That's weak, man. I'd rather taken the loss. All right, well, let's keep going. Yep, just as I expected, price is just gonna freaking dump. Oh, or we're just gonna chop around. All right, nothing happened there. All right, I'm gonna journal this. All right, let's move on to Friday. So far, we are down 1R on this week of backtesting. We are now inside of this daily fair value gap right here, and it looks like we're actually pushing through it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just continue to flush through it, especially because we have these relative equal lows on ES here. So I'm leaning towards being bearish. We have an unfilled 4-hour right here that we could also target. And we have this lowers its liquidity right here, relative equal lows on ES. I'm definitely leaning bearish. Now, how could I get in here? Well, this 30-minute fair value gap is going to open up at market open. Same on ES. And like, obviously, we're definitely going to trade back into this range, but I want to see how it reacts when we're in here. Including the volume imbalance. Yeah, so let's just see. Let's play a price. Bearish coming into today. I definitely want to see a deeper retracement, hopefully, to CE here. I don't want to short this early. I would rather see consequent encroachment. 30, where are we in this range? Yeah, we're not even at discount or a premium yet, so I'm going to hold off on any shorts. I'm not even going to consider them right now. We're on this 5 minute, but what's our high time frame delivery to the lifts? I mean, I'm just not bullish. I'm not bullish at all. Holy Mary Tobias. I mean, look at this chop, though. This is not good. What time is it? All right, so 10 a.m. finally opens. 10 a.m. manipulates. We hit consequent encroachment. Okay, now if we can get something here, instead of just chopping up slowly. Bro. Oh, my God. No way. Are we really gonna... Dude, I hate when we do this. I absolutely hate when we do this. So we're just slowly chopping up, filling up this 30-minute fair value gap here. Hindsight, was there any way I could have longed here? Only way I'm thinking is a 5 minute. All right, let's say hypothetically I was bullish here. Bro, I'm never taking that. After a massive dump like that, I'm never gonna try to long that. Yeah, that failed. I'm never taking a trade before 10. Yeah, I mean, that's just, I'm not gonna FOMO into that. All right, 10:30 opens up. Let's see what happens. I mean, obviously now I feel like we have to be bullish at this point. Like, this is insane. All right, if anything, I'm gonna want a 15-minute tap here. So let's clear all this nonsense, all this junk out. New draw on liquidity is this high right here and this high. All right, so 10:30 opens up. We have a new 15-minute fair value gap right here that I want to see price manipulate into. Respect consequent encroachment, then take out that buy side level. That would be ideal. I think ES also has the same want. 15-minute. No volume imbalance. It's at 30. Yeah, 30 is fine. All right. So let's see what we do here. We are now bullish. Nothing good. Okay, maybe 45. So hopefully 45 will open up, manipulate lower, take out all these guys, and then we'll get an inversion higher. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. All right, so here's 45 open right now. Did we really not get anything? We did get this inversion. Oh, and we have a bullish SMT. All right, inversion here. 1 minute inversion. I like this bullish SMT here. Bullish SMT. Delivery off the 15-minute. We will have an unfilled 30-minute at our stop loss in 13 minutes, which is fine, but I mean, we got to be bullish here, right? I mean, there's no way we're not. This is the highest time frame inversion of the leg. It is. All right, I like it. We swept this low here, bullish SMT. Unfilled 5-minute is the draw. Unfilled 15 minutes, okay. Oh no, of course, ES already freaking hit it, bro. No way. All right, so ES has no reason to go higher now. All right, so I can't take this. That's actually so annoying. Yeah, so we have a bearish SMT at my draw. Oh man, if this works, I'm gonna be so pissed. Yeah, look at this, bullshit, bearish SMT. All right, we're fading this. I think it works, but whatever. Oh my gosh, nice, good fade. W fade. All right, so where's the draw then? I don't know where the draw is. Yeah, I mean, session's kind of cooked anyways. We have 10 minutes left. Yeah, all right. No trades for me today. Just got the draw and liquidity wrong completely on this day. But, I mean, hindsight, I don't think there was really an entry for me. So I don't think I could have really capitalized on anything. It was also a Friday, too. All right, so that's going to end this video. We did 1 week of August 2022, the first week, and we're down 1R, 3 break-evens, which, I mean, brutal, but is what it is. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.